Sunflowers are turning their backs to the sun. Now, we've been talking about the sun not being normal, and it's intensely hot. It's not where it should be, according to my calculations. When I look at the apps that tell you where the actual constellations are, and then it shows you where the sun is, well, the sun isn't where it should be. Everything is perspective, because the sun isn't moving through the constellations in the heliocentric model, right? It's the Earth that is moving through the constellations, and it's just perspective as to where the sun is. So we have a lot of anomalous things going on. I don't subscribe to the heliocentric model, but I'm telling you that what people are saying as actual fact and truth, people who believe in the heliocentric model, it apparently, obviously, is not adding up. Why is the sun not where it should be? The sun is making pulsating, crazy light shows all around the world. There are two suns in the sky. There's some kind of weird object in front of the sun and some kind of heat shield, according to some people who have taken actual video and photographs of this. The sun is actually spiraling above us on its circuit, as is the moon, as are the stars and the constellations. So, as the sun is moving, if it is moving in an odd way, in a different direction or faster, it would cause strange anomalous things to occur. However, there's also the possibility that there is in fact technology they're using in front of our sun, our actual real sun, in place of our sun, as what they would call a sun simulator or artificial sun. So all of these things have to be considered when we see these things like sunflowers turning away from the sun. That's not normal. Are you going to explain to me why sunflowers would turn away from the sun? That's what they do. They follow the sun, hence the name sunflowers.
Everybody is going to be talking about the sun and genetics. Everybody is going to be talking about the sun and genetics. The sun is separating us. It's nothing you can do about it. Nothing that you can do about it. Pause. Ooh. Magneto's pause. What's this? 7/17/2024. Ooh. Daytime pressure, nighttime pressure. It's that pressure. It's that pressure. All in all, it's a little quiet. Nothing's going on with the goals. X-ray flux. Yeah, okay. That's that pressure. Look at the daytime side. Look at that pressure. And look at the nighttime side with no dome. No dome on the nighttime side. Look at that. Look at the magnetic field. Hold on, people. Just look at the magnetic field squeeze all the way down. This joint is being ripped away. It's being ripped away. And a new one is being created. Look, see how I squeeze all the way down? Ooh, pressure. And then look at the backside energy. Look at the backside energy. That's that pressure. Look at that backside. Ooh. Get them CMEs. See all this energy that Earth is absorbing? It has to be released. That's where your earthquakes, your tornadoes, sinkholes, your shaky. Yeah. Let's go over here to solar wind. Pause. Let's go over to solar wind. Where we go up to 600 and what? 600 and who? Let's see that again. 655. We reached solar wind went all the way up to 655 kilometers per second. Hold on. Alexa, 655 kilometers per second equals how many miles per hour?
655 kilometers per second is about 1.465 million miles per hour.
Whoa! 1.4, 1.5 million miles per hour. You imagine your car driving that fast, people? Huh? Look at the solar wind coming from the daytime. Look at the double blast. Look at the colors right here changing. Look at the colors. Huh? That should be yellow or golden. Actually, it should be blue, to be honest with you. We'll go with yellow or golden, right? But look at the colors. Look at the colors. And then let's take a look at the backside. Look at the nighttime side of the planet. Nighttime side, underneath the planet, over top the planet. I don't give a French toast where it's at. Look at the planet. Look at the energy. Look at the cosmic particles. Oh, being reversed back into the planet. Look at the arrows. Look at the cosmic particles being reversed. And you got a blast. You got a blast from the daytime side, and then you got a blast from the nighttime side or underneath the planet. Either way, it don't make a bit of a difference. You're getting the planet. First of all, let me just say this to you, my people. Have y'all noticed something? Even if you turn the cold water on in your sink, it's coming out now warm. Have you noticed that? The water is coming out warm when it should come out cool, cold or cool. That's how hot the surface of this planet is, beneath the planet. That's how hot it is. And we still ain't recognizing this. Paul. Here we go. Let's just go backwards, right? Let's go backwards, starting here, going backwards. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and this was a little long duration. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. That made 8, and 1 X flare. So it's 7 M flares and 1 X flare. So that's 8 flares all. Now here we go right here. Now I want people to understand. I'm gonna explain to you what I mean and how powerful these flares are. And when they be like, this was a X1 flare, this was a X2 flare, a 5 flare, this was a X3 flare. So I want to tell you, so you go from 0 at the weakest of the flares to the 9, which is the strongest. So whenever we get to, let's say there was a C1 flare, right? And then later on that day, there was a M1 flare. Okay, so in each one, let's just stay in the C flares from 0 to 9. 0 C flare, 1 C flare. The energy of that C flare was a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. Just understand something. So even in the column where it says C, so if it was a C, let's say if it was a C1 flare, and then 4 hours later there was a C2 flare. So C2 is 2 times greater than 1. C3 flare is 3 times greater than 2 flares. Now think about this is how it's tripling. A C4 flare is 4 times greater than a CM flare. So now we go over to the M flares. It's the same thing. A M1 flare is 100 times powerful than a C1 flare. A M2 flare is 200 times powerful than a M1 flare. See what I'm saying? And even a C2 flare to a M2 flare, a M2 flare is 2 times powerful than a C2 flare. I hope y'all getting understanding what I'm saying. So it's like double or quadruple the flare when it's moving forward. So a M5 flare is 5 times greater than an M4 flare. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So each one, it accumulates. So even when you go to a X1 flare, a X1 flare is 100 times stronger, 100 times stronger than an M1 flare, 1,000 times stronger than a C1 flare, 1,000,000 times stronger than a B1 flare, and 1,000,000,000 times stronger than an A1 flare. This is what I'm saying to you. This is how strong, this is how they calculate the flares and their strength. So that way you can understand when they be like, oh, it's just an M5 flare. No, that shit ain't. That's an M5 flare that's stronger, 5 times stronger than an M4 flare and a gazillion times stronger than a C5 flare. Understand that. I appreciate you. Pause. Look at these sunspots. Look at these sunspots. Look at this. I mean, this is going down. There's nothing you can do. Turning away, and we still gonna get these turning away, turning towards Earth. Turning towards Earth. Look at these over here. Sunspots over here, turning towards Earth. And they all coming towards the middle of the equator. They all coming to the middle of the equator. All of them. So again, my people, you must have the blood of the sun and awareness of the cosmos in order to move forward in what we call the age of Aquarius, the age of light, where darkness can't exist and the truth is more disturbing than the lie. The sun is separating us. I hope you all starting to realize this. The sun is separating us, and it's nothing that you can do about it. Nothing. There will be no savior in your tears. There will be no savior in your screams. There will be no savior in your sobbing. There will be no savior in your God. There will be no savior in your military and your science. There will be no savior in your manipulation. None whatsoever. Because the joke is on you. The embarrassment is on us, the organic species of this planet. I value and I appreciate you all. I told you, everyone is going to be talking about the sun in genetics.